everyone, my name is Ligita and I am from first year ECA. My roll number is 20BQ1A0422. Today my topic of presentation is theory of corrosion. Theory of corrosion. When we are going to discuss about theory of corrosion, first we need to know about what is corrosion. We know that corrosion is a simple process in which oxidation of metal will occur and metal get oxidized and get destructed. That process is called corrosion. Means the destruction of metal when it was reacted with respective atmospheric elements or moisture is called as corrosion. And we can say corrosion is simply an oxidation of metal is called as corrosion, and this oxidation will occur at anode. Now, theory of corrosion means it will explain about anodic and cathodic reactions, what was the product liberated and observed at electrodes in the sense anode and cathode, and what was the role of electrolyte in this process was explained by theory of corrosion. Now, corrosion theory mainly depends on anode, cathode and electrolyte. Anode means should have low surface area and high charge density, and in electrolyte concentration cell, anode should be at low concentration and cathode should be at high concentration. An electrolyte or conducting environment which will facilitate the electrons to flow from one electrode to other, means from anode to cathode. An anode in losing of electrons will occur and cathode will gain the electrons. In terms of concentration cell, the matter always flows from high concentration to low concentration. So the matter always flows from anode to cathode. And theories of corrosion was divided into acid theory, chemical theory of corrosion and electro theory of corrosion. And chemical theory of corrosion is a dry corrosion. The dry corrosion is called as chemical theory of corrosion, and wet theory is called as electrochemical theory of corrosion. And when we are discussing about acid theory, the medium surrounded by the electrode is an acid. Acidic medium was surrounded by an electrode. Here the electrode which have low surface area will act as anode. Low surface area, so it acts as anode, and high surface area will act as cathode. And this one, some part is the cathodic part is free from the soil and anodic part is struck in the soil. And in soil, the hard soil elements like CaCl2, CaSO4, CaNO3 was surrounded to the electrode. So, in this CaCl2 reacts with the moisture present in the soil and forms it respect to oxides like CaOH twice, calcium hydroxide and plus 2HCl. And we know that this acidic theory depends on acid, so the metal will react with this HCl, and we know that metal was clearly an unstable element. Always try to react with atmospheric element and forms a stable, and this stable product is rust or corroded product is called as rust. In the case of iron it was a rust. So CaCl2 plus 2H2O gives rise to CaOH twice plus 2HCl, and this iron again reacts with 2HCl and forms FeCl2 plus H2. And the metal get continuous reacted until it forms a stable metal. So again this FeCl2 reacts with the moisture present in the soil and forms ferrous hydroxide plus 2HCl. And this metal too was unstable, so it reacts with 2FeOH twice plus H2O plus half O2 gives rise to 2FeOH thrice, and this is the rusted product, that is Fe2O3.3H2O. This is corrosion, and this process is oxidation process will occur. This is our final product. This is rust. This is a stable product. When we are discussing about chemical theory, the electrolyte is dry. No electrolyte is present. Wet, dry electrolyte is present. Means the metal was unstable and it reacts with the atmospheric elements and forms a respective oxide, that is called as Chemical theory of corrosion, dry corrosion. Means metal reacts with atmospheric oxygen and forms respective metal oxide, and this is called corroded product. Examples for these are alkali metals are very unstable, sodium, potassium, lithium. When they react with atmospheric oxygen, they forms lithium oxide, sodium oxide or potassium oxide. Chemical theory of this is called as chemical theory of corrosion. And chemical theory of corrosion means it's simply a dry corrosion. No moisture or no any electrolyte in liquid phase was present. Liquid phase is absent in this chemical theory of corrosion. When metal reacts with atmospheric oxygen, it forms a metal oxide. Because metal was unstable, it was reacted with the elements to form a stable product, that is corroded product, that is called rust or corroded product.